Hi there everyone, today we're going to be having a look at how you tie a rethreaded figure of 8 onto your climbing harness. Keep on the video and you'll learn all about it. See ya. So everyone, before you can tie your rethreaded figure of 8, you just need a figure of 8 to go from initially. The way we're going to do that is take your right hand, cross it over your left hand, and just make sure you've got your tail in your left hand for this method. The rest of the rope is either going up to the top of the climbing wall if you're top roping, goes into your flaked pile if you're leading, and that goes for whether you're indoor or outdoor whilst you're leading. So once again, that's right hand, that's the side that goes into the main body of the rope, left hand, that's the tail. Right hand over left to make that loop. Take that left hand strand over the top of the right, you're starting to see the 8 forming, and then you're going to poke it in the back of that loop you've created. When you pull that through, you're left with this, a single figure of 8, and it's that we're going to rethread through your harness in just a moment. We have got your figure of 8 all sorted out, and our next job is to get it through your harness. The way we're going to do that is to take the tail and we're going to poke it down through this top loop on your harness, and it's going to follow down next to the belay loop. Passing it all the way down, follow that belay loop, and at the bottom of that there's another little loop just here. Some of these are adjustable, some aren't. They all do the same job, so don't worry too much. Pass that all the way through that bottom loop as well, so you're getting both the top half of your harness and your leg loops as well. Pull that through until the figure of 8 sits nicely on top of your harness, and then we're going to start rethreading. You follow with your tail like a train on a track. Put the 2 ropes together, or 2 parts of the rope together, pass it through the knot, just keeping on right next to the line you're following, which is this line coming out the top of your harness. Pass it all the way around, sticking with that line, and you want to keep your lines nice and clean if you can. Shuffle more rope through as you need it, and once you've gone all the way around, you should have a nice tidy knot like that. We're going to adjust all of this up so we have a nice long tail to tie a stopper knot with. So our knot has been adjusted. We've got a nice loop here, similar size to our belay loop. We don't want it too big, otherwise it can start to catch on things. Equally, we don't want to make it super tiny, because sometimes when we're climbing outdoors we start to clip things through this loop, and we want to keep it big enough that we can do that. We have a bit of a tail here. With that tail we are going to wrap around the main body of our rope one time. So we wrap all the way around, so you've got a complete loop right the way around that long tail. You wrap around a second time underneath that first one, and then pop the tail just through both those 2 loops and pull it as hard as you can, just so it all snugs up nice and tight. You want your stopper knot, that's this knot here, to be nice and close to your figure of 8. It's no good having a long stretch between them, otherwise you're creating another loop that can get caught on things, and it's just not very tidy. It's likely to get you in sorts of problems. There we go guys, rethreaded figure of 8 and even a stopper knot thrown in there as well. Well, I hope you found that video helpful guys. It's not meant to replace traditional instruction, it's just there as a helpful video for you to reference whilst you're at home practicing your knots, so that when you get out there to the climbing wall or the local crag, you know exactly what you should be doing, and if you're going out with an instructor, you already have a little bit of base knowledge to go from. Have a good day guys, and climb safe. See ya.